Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Ayana of Yana's Gardening Chronicles, and I'm just out here doing my daily check, my daily morning check on the garden. Um, I've started to plant some new things out here, as well as I've started pulling up um, the collards. So as you can see right here, pull to the side, you can see right there. So a lot of my collards are, I don't know if you can see them. A lot of my collards have started to, they've gone to seed, they're flowering and everything. And so I've decided I'm going to let the majority of them flower so I can have me a whole bunch of seeds going into the fall. So that's what I'm going to do. Um, so it's primarily collards that you see right here. I have some that have not started to seed, which is fine. So I'm going to take it over and let you get a closer look at that. I also accidentally left my tray out here that had some of my seedlings in it. I think I had some eggplant seedlings and all that left. I also have my potatoes that I planted out here. I've got to add more soil to those. Yeah, I got to add more soil. So I'm going to show you all of that. And I'm also going to share with you a few of my plans going forward. So hopefully I can get to this video in 15 minutes because I believe in keeping it short and sweet. Also, it's foggy out here and it's a little damp. So it's not doing the best for my hair. But we're going to proceed on anyway. So come on, go with me. Okay, so right here, can you see those? Right there. And even right there. Here's some plants. They're plants with their collards. So these collards have like a lot of they're starting to flower a lot. The bees are out here. It's funny to watch the bees work because one of the things I noticed is the bees know exactly what plants to pollinate. So if it starts on this plant, it will go to another plant, another collard in that same category and pollinate. So it doesn't do they don't do cross pollination. I found it was very interesting because I have some kale out here, which are right over here in that blue container right there is some kale. And I thought that the bee would have gone to the kale plant, but it didn't. It went from a collard plant to a collard plant, then another collard plant to another collard plant. Then it went to the kale plant and just went back and forth to the kale plant. So I'm like, it's amazing how nature kind of works things out, you know? So, right here, don't you see this? See if I can bend it. There we go. So in these containers right here, my turnips and my red mustard greens are coming up. So these are the turnips here. In my short I said I didn't know which was which because I didn't. But these are my turnips that I planted, and these are my red collards now. I mean my red mustards. Now what's going to happen is that as they get bigger and get more leaves on them, or the real leaves on them, I'm going to take them and thin them out into other planting areas, so into other containers and so forth. But yeah, something else I did over here, it's kind of wet, so I want to make sure I don't wet myself with this plastic. So right here I have planted some cabbage. So I bought a little container of cabbage, and so in this container of cabbage I've also planted some spinach. So I planted the spinach by seed. So I soaked the spinach seeds and then sat them in a paper towel in the refrigerator. And then I brought them out here and planted them. So we should see some spinach popping up soon. But for now, we just have the cabbage that I planted in there. And those are transplants. Also right here, another cabbage transplant, then another one there, and another one there. These collards have not bolted and gone to seed. So what I did was I took these and I fertilized them. So I fertilized this one and I put out fertilizer on this one right here. So the ones that I can save, I think I put fertilizer on that one over there too. And that, I definitely put fertilizer on that one in the little white container that's kind of all bright. My cilantro is here. It's a slow bolting cilantro. I just cut this last week. And I mean, I cut it way down and it's back already. So, these containers right here, this one and these three right here, they had my beets and my shallots in it. So I'm just gonna amend the soil. I'm gonna let this work as compost. And I'm gonna amend the soil and I'm gonna plant my new beets in here. So I have more collards that are bolted. But I'm gonna have me a lot of greens, a lot of seeds for sure. Okay. So now as we come over here, in this soil right here, these are Georgia Southern collards. So there were collards in here before they started to go to seed. I pulled them up, amended the soil with some fertilizers and so forth, and I just planted new collard seeds in here. Yeah, can you see that? There we go. So yeah, I planted new collard seeds in that one. There are potatoes in these little crates right here. The crates that are right there. These came out of my garage from when I went and thinned them out the other day. Well, I left the trays outside. Now, oddly enough, that last little row in that tray right there, those are eggplant. And they seem to be doing well, so I'm just going to let them stay and do what they do. They get plenty of sun. It's a foggy day today, but they typically get plenty of sun. Right here are some Bates collards. And if you look closely, you can see that they have started to pop up. They have started to pop up. So it looks like the garden is starting to do its thing, which I'm excited about. So what are the plans? What are the upcoming plans? So this side of the garden is where I had all my spring stuff last year. As you can see, we have some henbit over here. I don't know if I'm gonna try to do something with that. In this container right here, we have some oregano that is popping up, but I also have some oregano I'm growing on the inside. So what we're gonna do over here, this is likely going to be a repeat of last year. I will have watermelon over here. I will have cucumber over here. But we're actually going to extend the garden out. So, let's see if I can find me a good walking spot. Try not to get my feet wet. So, the plan is to come out this way, probably another 5-6 feet. So I want to bring this back some because I've been watching the sun over the past couple of seasons. Now that it's spring and time has changed, we have more sun back here. Like the closer we are to the back of my house, the less sun that I have. So what I've done is I've come out here and just in my head right now, I'm going to mark it off soon. I have decided where I want my garden to rest. So I'm going to pull this back. Like I said, probably might even be another 6 to 10 feet. So I can bring it back this way when I do my spring planting. Okay? And I'm going to have this is where the full sun is all day long. So this is where my cucumbers, my tomatoes, my peppers, they're going to be out in this area. My watermelon, my cantaloupe, I'm going to pull everything back so they can be in full sun. my collards that I'm planting for the spring, my cabbage that I'm planting for get like a small spring harvest, all that's going to be towards the front. Same with some of my herbs. Now I am planting dill and basil and some other herbs, and also some marigolds and some other things. I'm planting those with the tomatoes and such. So yeah, I have a pretty good plan for where I'm going to put things. I don't like this plastic. I think I put the wrong stuff out. So I'm going to do something else as opposed to this plastic when it comes to planting in the spring. Got a cute little thing of parsley right here. Yeah, there's definitely oregano in there. So I have a plan. I'm looking forward to sharing those plans with y'all as I get to growing. I'm going to be sketching it out. I'm going to do a video of me in Canva planning out my garden and what I plan to have. So look for that video. We're definitely going to have get some cow panels, some other things towards the end of March so that I can really set things up like I want to, because I like to come and sit outside in my garden and just kind of watch things. I know you can't really see things grow, but I like to come out here and watch things. So yeah, and I'm looking forward to having a much larger harvest than what I had before. I want to grow some new things that I want to try to eat that I haven't eaten or didn't like in my childhood, like these eggplant, for example. But I'm looking forward to, now that I kind of have a formula for some things, I kind of know how I want this container garden to look. And hopefully I'll start to move over to some raised beds in some areas as well. So thank you for joining me on this journey, and I will check in with y'all later, my people. All right, bye, see y'all later.